In a small, forgotten village at the edge of a dusty road, there lived twins named Daniel and Daniela. They were born into poverty and lost their parents when they were only 7 years old. From that day on, it was just the two of them against the world. They slept under broken roofs, shared one pair of worn-out shoes, and often went to bed hungry. But they never felt completely alone, because they had each other. Daniel, though only minutes older, always acted like a father. He would give Daniela the larger piece of bread, tell her stories at night to quiet her fears, and promise her, "No matter what happens, I will always be with you." And Daniela would smile and say, "Even if the world forgets us, we will never forget each other." They were inseparable. But life can be cruel. One cold, rainy season, Daniela fell terribly ill. Her small body burned with fever, and her breathing grew weak. Daniel begged strangers for help until a kind woman took them to a city hospital. The hospital walls were white and cold. Daniel had never felt so small. Days passed. Doctors whispered. One evening, a nurse came to Daniel with sad eyes and told him the words that shattered his world. "I'm sorry, your sister didn't make it." Daniel didn't scream at first. He didn't move. Then the weight of those words crushed him. He fell to the floor crying, holding the small ribbon Daniela used to wear in her hair. "You promised we'd never leave each other," he whispered. "I'll find you again one day, I promise." From that day on, Daniel carried both his grief and his sister's memory in his heart. He worked odd jobs, washing cars, carrying loads in markets, studying at night under streetlights. He refused to give up. "I must succeed," he would tell himself, "for both of us." Years passed. The poor orphan boy became a determined young man. Through scholarships, relentless hard work, and sleepless nights, Daniel built a small business. The business grew. Slowly, he became successful, not rich in pride, but rich in purpose. Yet every birthday, he visited the hospital chapel and whispered, "I still miss you." But fate had its own story to write. In another part of the city, a young woman named Ella was also building her life from nothing. She had survived a severe childhood illness and had been transferred to another care facility after a hospital error declared her dead to the wrong guardian. With no records and no family found, she grew up in foster homes, believing her brother had abandoned her. Still, she never forgot him. She remembered a boy who gave her his bread, a boy who held her hand during storms. She became a nurse, perhaps because of the hospital that once saved her life. One afternoon, Daniel was invited to speak at a charity event about overcoming poverty. Ella was volunteering at the event. As Daniel spoke about his childhood, about losing his twin sister in a hospital years ago, Ella froze. Her heart pounded. He mentioned the ribbon, the same ribbon she still kept in a small box. Tears streamed down her face before she even understood why. After the speech, she approached him slowly. "Did your sister," she asked softly, "have a small birthmark shaped like a crescent behind her left ear?" Daniel's breath caught. "Yes." Ella moved her hair aside. There it was. Time stopped. The world disappeared. And in that moment, two broken halves of the same soul found each other again. They didn't need more words. They simply held each other and cried. Not tears of grief this time, but of miracle. Daniela had never died. A mistake. A cruel, unbelievable mistake had separated them. But love had waited. In the years that followed, the twins combined their strength. Daniel with his business knowledge and Daniela with her medical experience. And together they built something beautiful. They opened an orphanage called Second Chance Home. Not just a building, but a promise. No child there would sleep hungry. No child would feel alone. No child would lose family because of poverty. Daniel would tell the children, "Your past does not decide your future." And Daniela would add, "And you are never truly alone." The two poor orphan twins who once had nothing became a light for hundreds of children. because sometimes fate separates you. But true love, especially the love between siblings, always finds its way back home.